issue that's causing my starter rope to break. So I'm trying to figure out what's causing it. I tried to spin the clutch by hand, did not have much problems. So the next thing I'm going to do is I removed 2 of the spark plugs here. I have only 1 spark plug. I'm going to pull it and see what it does and go from there. At the same time, I'll be observing if the clutch is spinning okay when I pull the starter cord. So it seems to be pulling okay with 1 spark plug. There's some resistance, but I think it's normal. So let's take this spark plug out and look at the next one. Now I got the middle cylinder walked off of the spark plug. Now remove the spark plug from anywhere else. So let's try this one and see what resistance we get. It does give me a little more resistance to the pulling, but not a whole lot more. Let's try the third one. Okay, now I have the third one. The right 2 cylinders have no spark plugs. The left one does. So let's cold start this one. Okay, this one seems a lot easier to pull than the other 2. So maybe the next step I'm going to do on this one here is to try to detach this exhaust section and see if there's anything clogging up this little exhaust here. It's worth a try. There might not be anything, but I need to look. I'll try to use a vice grip that's going to grab onto it and then try to pull it loose. Okay, that worked. That's a lot of force there. So just make sure you don't lose these springs, because that's what holds the exhaust in place. Exhaust is an important part of a 2-stroke engine. Again, be very careful with this because there is a lot of force that you have to apply. There we go. So this is actually the exhaust for a snowmobile. That's what it is. There's another exhaust component coming here. To do this right, make sure you leave this spring the way it is. Don't do anything with it, because if you take that out, it makes it almost impossible to remove the other ones. Okay, I got it off. So, wasn't easy, but got it off. So the one thing you want to check in the exhaust, there's debris, anything that's blocking it. I did have a mouse problem with the snowmobile. A mouse actually created a nest right in there underneath the snowmobile, so there's a possibility you must have here. That mouse must have done something else in here. Right now, I think this is clear. I want to see if this exhaust, each one of these exhaust passages are clear. I can't actually, I don't want to take this apart, so it makes it a little tougher. So this is the exhaust I'm talking about. I want to see if these passages are clear. I can't take them apart. I can't really look through them because they're not exactly straight. I can put a light through here, take out the spark plug over here, and spin the clutch so the piston goes down, and I can see the light through this. I'll show you a picture of that. I'm going to try and show you this the best I can. It's you see the light? You see the light in the hole? You're looking through the exhaust port, the light coming in through the exhaust port. Do you see that? So we know that that passageway is clear on this spark plug. You can kind of see it. It's actually on this on this face further down, and that's why as I move it past the hole, you can see the light, and then the light disappears. So we know that that passageway is clear. So let me show you the next one. I moved the clutch again. The clutch over here, I spun it so the piston moves down. You can see how bright the light is in there. There's a light shining straight through this pipe into this middle cylinder. It won't be as clear for the left one or the right one, but you can see passageway is totally clear. That's the top of the piston with the arrow. You can see the exhaust port is completely open because the light's really bright shining through it. So we know that on both these cylinders the exhaust ports are clear. We don't have to do any more taking apart. You can actually put part of the exhaust back together. Let's look at the last one here, the last spark plug hole. I'm going to try and get this. You see the light? You see as I'm moving back and forth, you can see the light coming through the exhaust port. So we know there's no obstructions there either. I was afraid that the mouse would have created some kind of a nest. If the mouse created a nest, you wouldn't see anything there. I was able to run the snowmobile for a while, for a short while, before I had to find out why the starter cord broke. But so I think the exhaust ports are okay. I can put the exhaust back on. You can kind of see the third one. That's okay too. No issues. Okay, I got it. I have to hook up this spring. Okay, there we go. I'm going to have to put the spring right there. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put this starter recoil housing back on. The way you want to put this on is so that if you look at this, it gets pulled this way, okay? It has to be put exactly like you see here. You can't put it this way or this way. This is the only likely position you can put it in. There's like 4 bolts that you need to put in place. Use a socket wrench to tighten them all down. So I got my torque wrench set at 12, about 8.7 foot-pounds, or about 1.2 meter kg. So that's what I'm going to use to tighten these down. I've been getting a lot of resistance to pulling this thing. It pulls easy when the spark plug is out, but I've been having a lot of problems when the spark plug is not out pulling this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this with some PB Blaster. Spray this into pull the starter cord a few times. It's no resistance when I take out the spark plugs. So maybe the lubrication in there. It's been like 6 years since I turned this on. So note, when I take the spark plugs out, this thing spins like a charm. It has no problem spinning. See that? I can pull the starter cord and it turns like it's meant to turn. I don't know how the compression is giving me a lot of resistance, so I'm going to do the same thing again. which I did before. I'm going to spray some PB lubricating blaster in there and spin it around a little more. So putting the exhaust back together, you have to position the bottom section. There's a hole in this section needs to go where the hole is down on the frame. There's a hole right there that you need to put the exhaust through that hole right there. And I'm going to have to put these springs back in place. So I'm going to have to lift it to fit it into here. Okay. So for the spring, you want to make sure that the vice grips holds it firmly, and then you pull it and lock it into place. There, I think I got it in place. This one, I have to grip it and pull it. There we go, I think I got that one.